Time to take him away, boys.
That is what you don't want to hear today. We are running out of room in the 808 prison. Please make sure that your 808s are in key if you're sending a beat. And if you are sending a beat, send to chambers@chambersmixedit.com. It's the first email that you see in the description of this live stream. Send me an MP3, not a zip file. Thank you. Am I still in prison? Yeah. You're in prison until you redeem yourself and get out of 808 prison. But we'll see what happens today. Hopefully you will redeem yourself. What's going on, everyone? How's everybody doing? We're about to get started in a moment. But yeah, like I said, if you have a beat, send it to the email in the description. Oh my god, it's June 2nd. And we happen to be live on June 2nd. Oh, where did the time go? Damn, that was a year ago. Perhaps the most legendary moment. I think the funniest part of that day was still Frenchie's instigating. Man. Alright, let's see. Melotronic, and I see my name in it. I'm excited. How many? Oh, hold on, my fault. How many beats? I think we started off with a lot today. 33 beats in the email currently. And I will just be going in order based on who sent first, unless you are a member of the online class or you skipped the line. But yeah, this is Pablo.
Pablo the one.
Classic pirate piano. We got several bird sounds and the pirate piano. I like the drop. 808 came in super heavy. Good octave switch with the horns too. Also, I think Pablo and Wilfred are doing a beat battle. It's in next month, right? In July. Definitely got to tab into that. What's good, Savannah Country? The whole bird flock. July 11th. Shout out to Pablo. Fire way to start us off and tap into his beat battle coming up next month. This is Frenchie. Kit with risers and drum fills. Do you want one? That nice buzzy high frequency on the 808. And a nice like open melody, no hi-hats over here is nice. Variation with the melody and the sound selection too. Yim just said it's a decent beat though, so I guess. Combination of 808 and sub bass, that's fire. I don't know what I like more, the melodies or the drums. I really like how much variation it was. Nothing got too repetitive at any point. But yeah, that bass texture was fire. Who sent the quietest beat ever? This is about to be a jail sentence. We got a beat peaking at -6 decibels. The Apollo. But you have a lot of involvement with a lot of different police forces going on. What's happening? This is just unfortunate. It's a great beat, but why are we at -6? Great melody and everything. Please unblock. No, we don't do unblockings. Once you get blocked, you get blocked. Solid. Only thing I would add, like a little break like you did right here from the drums at some point. Because you can see it's the same drum pattern over and over and over. But the main critique, definitely pick that volume up because it's very, very, very quiet for some reason. Alright. Next up. I think he said in the email, he was like, yo, this tag's crazy fire. How do we feel about that? I saved FL Studio, what? Everything's in key this time, so you're not gonna get sent to prison. I would say you could get a little bit more punch out of the drums. Like definitely with that kick. And then we get some perks. Last time I was in key, it was too quiet. Oh, I'm glad you learned your lesson then. What I'm wondering is why the perks are all having their own little party over here. When they could be with the main drums. Yeah, I want to hear them with the main beat. We just got through the first round of online class members, so skip line is open, groovy. Got a lot of tags. Yeah, I think melody's cool and everything. Try to get a little bit more punch out of the kick. Cause it's just like boom, and it could be like boom. You know. Next up.
The truth shall set you free.
I like that chord. Okay. How can you send a beat? Send a beat to the first email that you see in the description, chambers@chambersmixedit.com. You'll see the instructions on sending or skipping the line below. Okay, where's Babytron? Man, why you take the melody out? This thing, keep that. You only have that in for like 2 seconds. So I'll keep it in double, however much time it is right there. Have it do another 4 bars or however long it is. My long lost twin. Where did he go? There we go. That's fire. I like the kind of disco vibe on that. Really like the melody. Glad that you played it longer towards the end of the beat. Drums hit, the perks hit, all that stuff. Fire. Don't. Southside Take Keith. Is it gonna download? Interesting. You send on, of course you can send it on Telegram. Why not? Cool reverse thing. The intro. It's an interesting intro because like the hi-hats are normal, but like the melody's super low. The snare has a bunch of reverb on it. I might rework that. The 808s were cool. I think there's a lot of energy in it. Okay, so where can I find your Telegram account? It's on Telegram. You know, you just look me up and you'll see me pop up. You know, pretty standard stuff. Jacoby, are you in here somewhere? I saw that you skipped a line, but I don't think I see a beat from you yet. But I'll keep a lookout for it. Yeah, that is a WAV file. Let's go for this one. Groovy, that's you. Okay, got you. This is fire. Groovy, is it the one called Galaxy? I like this. It's like a nice, smooth, magical kind of melody. And that the rim's tough. I like to like pan left, right, left, right, left, right if you want to add a little bit more stereo separation to it. You didn't find my Telegram? Okay. Are you able to check for my MySpace? It's yeah, I think it's probably better if we go for MySpace instead, and you can send me the beat. It'd be much easier for me to find out, but you just let me know, you know. You want me to check PlayStation 2? A PS2? Is that what you said? Yeah, that one's tough. Groovy's up next. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Let's see what you got.
Don't play with them, Groovy.
Loud lead. Should we send him to prison for this? For an 808 831 excessive distortion.
Violation. You're going to jail. Time to take him away, boys.
Yeah, man, it's so distorted. Even the bell is getting like, damn. Yeah, man. I mean, the actual beat is cool, but you know, it's overcooked to I don't know what. made a beat in bold and italic font. All right, we gotta start bringing the ratings back. If you guys want to rate between a 1 to a 10 in the chat for how good the beat is and share your opinion, feel free. I'm gonna start it off. So you guys just drop your numbers in and we'll keep it going. Got a lot of varying different numbers. Shout out to Groovy though. It's a cool beat. You just gotta turn it down a lot. Mervin is up next. What the actual helly kind of file is this? Your browser is unable to play this file, bro. What? The only people who get away with not sending an MP3 is the people who skip the line. So I'll allow it. All right, here we go. We got it.
Hey, what the hell is that?
Yeah, they said that I should just give up on you, and I don't know what to do, bitch, I'm confused. Yeah, waiting hours and days turned into weeks, and I don't know if this will work, yeah, indeed. And you just told me it's so struggling weak, but I'm just waiting to see where this should lead. Gotta do whatever it takes me, I had to be free. It's because I wanna see who I am going to be, and I don't wanna go with you now. Gotta spend some time with my brothers. I ain't got no time for no.
I wish we could just hear the bass, because the kick is boom, 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 capital bond italic font kick, but like the bass,
They said that I should just give up on you.
I wish we could hear it a little bit more because it sounds like groovy and really cool. Shout out to Groovy, by the way.
And I don't know what to do, bitch, I'm confused. Yeah, waiting hours and days turned into weeks, and I don't know if this will work, yeah, indeed. And you just told me it's so struggling weak.
Definitely needs a clean mix. It's a good rough mix and all that stuff, but you know, when it's time to mix it, assuming this is not the mix, you know, maybe turn the kick down, give a little bit more room for the bass, clean the vocals up a little bit.
I wanna see who I am going to be, and I don't.
All that cool sound selection and synths and all that fun stuff. Noah is up next. Thank you for sending it. Skipping the line. What? I wonder why Google Drive is making files look like that. Hold on, let me download. And here we are. Use the CLA 76. Nah, man, I have mixed feelings. Galaxy Slime, yep. It's an interesting idea. Shout out to Noah. Same thing I was talking about before with the rim shots and the boom, pan, left, right. I would do the same thing, just a little bit with the claps. Let me make them a little bit more interesting, maybe some velocity. So it's clap, 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 instead of all the claps at the same volume. You sent the beat to my email. I thought you were doing Telegram. What happened? I mean, the chords get a little bit repetitive at a certain point. But yeah, interesting idea. Shout out to Noah. Thank you for sending. Oh my god, I think we got Oscar with a K. Sent me a SoundCloud link. I said it's cool because whoever skips the line, whatever, is fine. I'll let it slide. But this is Oscar with a K.
Above water, but I keep drowning like hell on a tropical island. Even though I'm dead, I'm smiling like a diamond, but it ain't shining. Above water, but I keep drowning like hell on a tropical island. Even though I'm dead, I'm smiling like a diamond, but it ain't shining. Feelings won't come out of show. Can't show the real me, gotta keep him on the low. I mix the treason with the leaves and bring the smoke. $1 million views, but still barely manage to cope.
I was gonna say a beach.
Only wanna get my hope up. Mess with my baby, get your throat cut. Streaming in labyrinth like soda. I am that boy turned to a soldier. I'm no longer someone that I was. Ain't no way you lose when all is lost. No alcohol, but still making a buzz. Fill out the whole bottle for once that we love. Came too far to turn my back on it. My name's on there to make them proud. Ain't never gonna hang up these jersey. Gonna wear it till the day I die. Above water, but I keep drowning like hell on a tropical
It's a good mix.
island.
Hold on, I gotta. It's a good. Why is this bugging out? It's a good mix and everything. Also, why is my voice not hitting anything above? What is that? 15K? Interesting. I don't know if it's the SoundCloud compression or not. I feel like you could push the mix a little bit harder. Just a little bit. Maybe push the kick a little bit too. But overall, it's a pretty good mix.
Even though I'm dead, I'm smiling like a diamond, but it ain't shining. Above water, but I keep drowning like hell on a tropical island. Even though I'm dead, I'm smiling like a diamond, but it ain't shining. Been waiting for this moment since 15 years ago. Finally, when I could understand you, that's where you had to go. I ran as a native man, that's respect.
Yeah, solid guitar. Oops. Good drums, all that stuff. I would just push the drums a little bit harder, specifically the kick. But shout out to Oscar sending me a SoundCloud link. Thank you for sending. I think you're in Sweden, right? I don't know if he's in the chat. Who am I looking for? Noah, did you send your second one yet? I don't think I see it, but I will wait for it. Continuing on, Freddie Gibbs type. Wow, I don't think I ever got a Freddie Gibbs type beat in the stream. It doesn't want to let me drag it. Wait, let me read that. That sounds really funny. I have sent one Google Drive with my mouse run out of charge. Damn. We got a Nightmare Fuel beat. Interesting vibes here. Interesting stereo 808. Alright, so I have a question for the chat. Obviously, this is a very like interesting, not your everyday kind of beat. Do you think that an artist could save it, or is it just not the vibe? Like, Bun says absolutely. Freddie. I see certain parts of the beat where an artist could save it, but there's some parts where it's just straight up like out of key sounds playing. But some of the more cohesive parts, I think artists would be fine. I mean, not any artist, specific artist. I'm still looking for Noah, I think. Yeah, I don't think you sent the second one yet. I'm looking though. Boom, boom, boom. The mouse ran out of charge. What is that, a dog? Wait. Can anyone ID what that sound is? I did see the MJ movie. I thought it was great. This is definitely like cool, like Tyga, West Coast, you know, simple vocal with some drums kind of vibe. This would do great on YouTube, like better than a Minecraft tutorial. I'm just wondering what that sound is. But yeah, that's a cool vibe. Could be catchy. Noah, what is this subject about? I mean, what's this title about? I gotta download it because it's another wave file. But this is Noah 2 for 2. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Interesting start. All right, is this 808 prison? Talk about distortion. I can't let that slip.
808 violation. You're going to jail.
Can we get a for the beat title?
Hey, yo, that's crazy.
The melody's fire, the drum house is fire. However, we have overcooked it. Crazy. That whistle in there was for the what's too much? I'm sorry, I gotta Fucking yo. Somebody check Phantom. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, it could be super fire. No, you gotta turn it down though. Damn, wow. Yeah, just read a lot of crazy stuff. But yeah, solid vibe. Just turn it down, please. Moving on. How to ruin a fire beat 101. Damn. I just pressed.
Get in your bag, man.
Sounds like I'm using a calculator right now. Can we bring the numbers back? If you gotta rate this 1 to 10, what are we giving it? Share in the chat. We got that geometry dash. Alright, at some point we do need a break from the super digital sound. I think the drums are fine. Maybe turned up maybe just a little bit, like the 808, but mostly we got to take a break from the calculator sound at some point. What do you mean? Yeah, man. Actually needs to relax a little bit. A lot of people in the chat need to relax a little bit. Button Creations, is that you? Yes. Let's stay out of prison if we can. Please. The beat is called I Don't Know. Playtime, bro. Dude. Can we talk about why this beat is 5 minutes and 20 seconds long? Is it at a key? No. Is it the root note? No. Is that okay? Yeah. This is the one I think if you got the right artist on it, could be fire. Just because it has a nice bounce to it. Does it follow the chords? No, but it's not out of key, and I'm not that mad at it. I think it still has nice drum bounce to it. I mean, if you put up an octave, it only makes it more obvious. But we'll just pretend we don't hear anything down here. Stealing a Genie type beat. That's a kind of video game aspect to it. Very unique soundscape that we just entered. Shout out to Button. I'm not gonna put you back in jail, because usually when you end up in jail, it's because you have a blatantly obvious out of key 808. But today we'll let it slide. Boom, 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 boom. Sending one right now. Check it. There we go. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen on the internet, bro. How do I skip the line? Check the instructions in the description. You can send, what is it, $10 to my PayPal or Cash App or Superchat. But all the instructions are in the description. And if you're still asking how to send a beat, that's also in the description. Send to the email chambers@chambersmixedit.com. Please send me an MP3. Bro, check out my beat. Trust me, it's fire. Okay, I need you to send it to my Telegram, though. Otherwise, I don't know how we're going to get this done. Okay, I could see like a Lil Yachty 2017 version on this. There's that like fun melodic kind of vibe to it. I would take a break from the drums at some point. This part was cool. As in Amazing World of Gumball type beat. I could actually see that in that show. That's like super accurate. We're gonna continue. We're gonna have to check that. Solid, solid, solid. See how Yim's just a hater? Oh, 808 violation. We didn't even check it yet, but I'm gonna say it's an 808 violation. All the vocals are on key too. Everything's solid. Was I expecting the sub bass? No. Am I mad at it? Not really. It works. I really like that chord. Yeah, I agree with Frenchie about the sub bass. Maybe a different sound, but the overall vibe and potential would be is definitely there. He has really nice drum bounce to it. Yim tried to be that guy, failed miserably. He's like, oh, that's an 808 violation. You don't even need to do an octave check. Just to be wrong. Straight up loud and wrong.
I think I'm gonna fuck with Swoozie, bro.
Bro, what kind of adventure capitalist said what subgenres of hip hop are fire right now for making money? What? Mad rolls. Yeah, there's a lot. He said, what's fire in the hip hop world right now for making money? YouTube play button emoji. Thank you. I like the 808 and chord changes and all that stuff. Like, it's not the same root note the whole time. I like how we dance around with different chords and that adds more emotion to the beat. Where is my what do you mean, where's my Telegram? How do you not know where my Telegram is? I literally, like, I put it loud and clear on my YouTube channel where my Telegram is. Shout out to Swoozie Beats. Solid vibe. Continuing on. Wow. Waveform check. Oh, you're the one that was, like, bro, my dad's next to me. If he finds out I'm on my phone, he's gonna murder me. And now the whole family's next to you? Vibes. Okay. We'll turn it down a little bit because I'm hearing some distortion and whatnot and crunchy sounds in the mix. Everything's in key and, 808 works and all that stuff. Definitely a big improvement from the beats that you've sent to this stream in the past, so shout out to you. Where can I find the Telegram? Okay, so I guess this is a little bit more complex than I thought, but you want to look out your window. You want to find the rainbow. Go to the end of the rainbow. You're going to see a leprechaun. He's going to give you my Telegram username, and that's where you need to be sending the beats to.
808 violation. You're going to jail. Time to take him away, boys.
We needed a chord change and we didn't get it. Yo, why are you so pissed off in the chat? Oh my god. This beat made him mad. We gotta send through Telegram. Bro, are you not in the know? Everyone's talking about Telegram, man. You gotta get in with Telegram. Alright, I'm done with that one. You sent the beat on email in all caps. Why are you talking to me like this? I told you sell it on Telegram. Damn. Bro, what's going on? He's like, what would be faster to make money? I feel like you're making music for the wrong reasons. Like which type of music will sell the quickest and the fastest? This chat is cooked, bro. What the hell? Holy shit.
808 violation. You're going to jail. Time to take him away, boys.
What on earth? I'm gonna crash out. You said thousands of times. I told you thousands of times, bro. Look outside. Please. I'm so serious. You need to find the leprechaun. That's who has the Telegram information. Man. Wait, you're talking... I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought you were talking about WhatsApp. The leprechaun has the WhatsApp. Okay. I think on the other side of the rainbow is where the Telegram is, if that's helpful. It can't be that hard to find it, you know? You don't see a rainbow? Okay, can you look the other way? It's probably on the other side. Don't see a rainbow. Bro. And now everything crashed. This is smooth. Something about it is off, but I don't know what it is. Probably that chord makes me feel not so great, but the rest of the beat's cool. Just make my life easier and check what email. I don't have email. I don't use email. I have Telegram. I have WhatsApp. I have MySpace. I don't know what email you sent it to. Emerson is up next. Thank you for sending and skipping the line and sending to my email. Appreciate it. All right. I'm about 99% sure a black person did not write that comment. So we're probably going to have to get you out of there. It's something about June 2nd, man. It's that June 2nd, I don't know what, but yeah, that's the permanent ban. Good night. Wow. At least we got a fire beat. I'll put this in the top 4 today. The 808 hits, drum balance super unique, sound selection super unique. I don't know what. So you wanted feedback on the drums. I like how crispy it is. Me personally. I think the drum sound selection is just right and just a nice amount of crisp without overcooking it too much, and with also without making the drums too soft sounding. So very well done there. Thank you for sending. Let us continue on. We have Finalo Mastered. Let us see. Drill Trap 2026.
Violation. You're going to jail. Time to take him away, boy.
Yeah, it's gonna be I'm not even giving people sentences. This is about to be like 10 years probably. Straight to 808 jail. Yeah, man, we're gonna have to act like that didn't happen. 808 Alcatraz needs to be made, to be honest. Continue on.
Kill this Billy boy.
Billy Boy or Philly Boy? No, it is Billy Boy. I think the bass is cool. It needs a little bit more crisp on the high end. Maybe add an open hat to layer with some of the 808 hits. Melody is nice. I think right here it gets a little bit quiet. You can turn this middle section up a little bit. Nice sound selection, all that stuff. Actively dying. Especially the fills, like the drum fill should not be that quiet. Definitely turn that way up. Definitely has plenty of space for our artists though, so that's nice. And we will continue on with this beat that's not gonna download. Bro. Alright. It is officially that time.
808 violation. You're going to jail. Time to take him away, boys.
So how many arrests is that? Alright, I gotta find Yim. I'm just gonna skip everyone and find where Yim is at. Just because we need some saving currently. Let's see what we got going on. I mean, sounds pretty pretentious. Can't really say I'm a big fan. Sent the wrong version. Everyone's always sending me the wrong version. Did you send an updated version, or is this? Alright, I guess we're gonna listen to this. I mean, it's probably gonna be terrible, but that's fine. Playtime, what do you mean by that? Playtime, what do you mean by that? You just say there's no drums? Are you for real? Say, why is there, bro? That's the guy that was talking about I want to make money doing music as quick as I possibly can, saying, where's the drums at? Yeah, this is crazy. I think what I like most is the timing, like the little pockets that aren't usually common, but like you're doing it like I don't know what it's like. Bow, bow. The way the bass hits whatever pocket that is, I like that. Okay, so the Telegram account basically is whoever buys the Iconic 2 drum kit, you're going to be sent a PDF, and that's going to give you my Telegram username and all that good stuff. Yeah, for all the people that want to find the Telegram. We're going to move on. Shout out to Yim. Very cool beat. Very unique. Didn't hear any drums, though. Oh, my God. Watched the Michael Jackson movie and came back with this. Before the movie, that quick band. Predicted the future. Where's the melody? That's a cool idea. I like how you didn't like you took the hook and like made it into your actual own idea instead of just like taking a sample and slapping drums on it. So shout out to you. Who is next, Frenchie? Filet. Frenchie, what do you know about fillets and rotisserie chickens and that low raise? That Wilfred low raise. Piano is sick. 710 Sancha, aka Johnny, did you send the beat? Low octave is tough. Also, has anyone heard from Bick? It's been like a while. I don't know if he's alright. fire snare roll. So no, I need to buy a Chambers sound pack to get the Telegram. No, if you buy a Chambers sound pack, you're gonna get some of the best drums. So you're not gonna get a Telegram though. Doesn't mean you shouldn't buy the sound kit. I'm just saying, but you know. All right, we have a lot of. All right, Johnny, aka what's the new name? 710 FTP Sanchez in the chat. Thank you for sending us Skip the Line. Definitely turn the melodies up on this one. The 808's up there, but the melody's a little bit quiet behind it, so just turn those up. Also, thank you for taking a break from the 808 instead of spamming it the entire way through the beat. Alright, Playtime's about to start a fight in the chat. Trail is, and I figure out what you're doing. You want to proceed? What? I don't even know what that's about. But shout out to you. Thank you for sending us, giving the line. Where am I at? Analog Lab 5 is the beat name. Wonderful. As a respondent to a question. Oh, okay, got you. Oh, you said trail, you means trial? Trial, FL trial, yes. At some point you might want to buy FL, you know, just so you could actually save your projects. But if you know how to work it, you know how to work it. Alright. Hold on. What kind of bass mixing do we have? On top of the 808. Interesting choice. Big, how was my day? I spent most of it wondering where you went. How was your day going? The chords, I'll probably change the hi-hat pattern because it sounds a little bit out of place. And that melody, yeah, that sound selection, I would probably change it up a little bit. I do like the chords. I would just change up some of the patterns and the sound selection. After all that, series of mysteries. Interesting. like Skittles? Absolutely not. If I had to say top 20 candies right now, I guarantee you Skittles would be in the bottom 5 somewhere. This is a cool idea. I think it gets a little bit too busy. Just a little bit overcrowded at times. But I like the quick like piano boom boom kind of stab sound, and it works well with the drums. Still the top 20. You know what? I said 20 just to try to put emphasis on how low I would put them. So I'll say top 40. I'm putting them in the bottom 5. Skittles are the best candy without question. Right. That's why you're in a basement right now. But we're not going to talk about that. That's a WAV file. That's not going to fly. We're going to continue on. Okay, I'm going to open the playing field to full on roasting. This is now a roast live stream. Don't hold back. Big, I know you're not. I know you're not telling me. Can I still skip the line brew? Yes, it is still open. The waveform has a speech impediment. Lullaby type beat. All right. This next beat was made by someone who uses Ableton. Oh, we're supposed to be roasting each other. Oh, okay. Big, I'm gonna be you for Halloween. You just wait. Okay, cool chords, good direction. It definitely sounds like one of those melodies that, you just click in, that you don't really know where it's going, but you're just clicking it into the piano roll anyway. You're absolutely right, Big. Okay, guys, if you want to know where to send beats, there might be a clue in the description of the live stream. All right, I think this one's better because it's not all the way down at -6 decibels. Yeah, that's a fire piano. This one just confuses me because I'm wondering why the first beat that you sent was the quietest beat that we've heard today. But that one was much better. Thank you for sending. What happened in Savvy 9? I think we can take a guess. But yeah, man. It's been a while. This is Antonio. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. This is interesting. I'm wondering if that stereo kind of effect on the snare is on purpose or not. I feel like one of those like T Grizzly storytelling kind of beats. Definitely a first day out beat. That was solid. I like the tempo on it. It's like it's emotional and like nice piano, but like still up tempo. You guys are really choosing Kelly Gun Machine. 57%, really? Interesting. Shout out to Antonio. Thank you for sending. Yeah, I mean I like that one. Probably one of my favorites that you've sent in a stream before. Who am I looking for? CB2 Productions. Like a drug. Okay.
CB2 Productions.
Only problem with this, I feel like it should be a lot more stereo than it is. That cowbell is crazy. But like this should not be the case. We should not be that narrow with the stereo. You have these luscious, spacious chords and reverbs and stuff. It should be like boom, 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 stereo. It's my PayPal thing, ChambersBeats LLC. Yes. You got me. Audio quality sounds kind of bad. Yeah, that's because it's like super mono for some reason. If it wasn't, this would be one of the best beats of the stream. As soon, you might be right. CB2, where are you? Can you defend against the Suno allegations? Because we have some people accusing you. Nah, it's FL, bro. What kind of question? What do you think, by the way? But They said it's AI, man. I don't know. He said it's just FL. Dun dun dun. Where am I at? Okay. Boom, boom. That's a wave follow, but it's okay. It's Antonio. What kind of question? But the fact that you had to ask that question makes me think some things about you. A fire guitar. I'll just lower the mix down a little bit because at full volume it's really like peaked out. I would turn it down, let the levels calm down a little bit. Just kidding. What the what kind of just kidding kind of comment is that, bro? Come on. Like, oh god, I realized that was a really weird question, so I'm gonna say just kidding. Shout out to Antonio. You're definitely killing it with the emotional melodies between this and the last one with the piano. Again, great melodies, everything's in key, good drum bounce, matches the style and melody that you have. Just turn it down a tiny bit so the level is not crushing the mix. Shout out to you. Thank you for sending. Do I like soccer? Absolutely. We got the World Cup about to start. Who on earth? All right, I gotta find the beat that you just sent that you had skipped with. But I gotta look up your email. The low shimmy type beat. Free type beat? And you spelled his name wrong. Minus points. .com. Here it is. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Let's give it a listen. We do have some reverb on the hi-hats, which is interesting. Interesting choice. What's Shoreline Mafia? That's
808 violation. You're going to jail. Time to take him away, boys.
Jail time, unfortunately, because you... Well, actually, can anyone in the chat tell me before I say it? Why is this 808 jail time? No one has any idea why this might be a violation. Alright, I gotta keep making videos about how to use 808s properly, I guess. We have an 808 playing directly on top of a bass line. hi-hats are too high. What does that even mean? I mean, here is clear as day. We have an 808 right on top of the bass. One, to get rid of that clashing sound, separate the bass and the 808. Take the reverb off the hi-hats. The melody is cool. And then that bell comes in, it's like boom, super loud. I actually don't have Disney Plus. I used to have it, but now I don't. That's why I'm doing live streams, man. Just trying to get my Disney Plus back. The muddiness and the low end. Wait, I have a quick question. Now is the time to ask, since this is your beat. But yeah, to recap, 808 bass, separate, hi-hats, take the reverb off. Work on some leveling just so it's a little bit more balanced out. But melodies is good. I think the structuring is cool. Because we're not hearing the same instruments the entire way through. You kind of separate it out a little bit. But if you have a question, please ask away. Continuing on. The greatest tag ever. Okay. Does it get repetitive? Yes. This is a good melody for a West Coast beat, but you got to build on it a little bit more than this. Give me like an 808 change or something. We just have the same 808 pattern over and over and over and over. Okay, how do I make money off beats, bro? I'm injured, play piano, and like need to make an income. MIDI packs, beats, or what? It doesn't, like, just because you make a MIDI pack doesn't mean you have money. Just because you make a beat doesn't mean you have money. It's not about music at all. If you're talking about the business side of it, you have to have like a brand, market it, get people to see it on social media. Because we're not selling drum kits in person. So social media, I don't know what account you would want to use, Instagram, YouTube, but just making a store isn't going to do anything. You actually have to like have people that want to see that store. Shout out Yim. Those are your vocals too? Wow. I don't know what's being said, but it's fire. Great chorus. Also, shout out to Yim. 2 for 2 today. Who we got up next? Is that Karis? However you say that. Shout out to you. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. Let's hear it. Karis. Interesting. Hate to do it to him, but I don't hate to do it to him.
808 violation. You're going to jail. Time to take him away, boys.
I'm trying to think like what we could turn this into. First, we gotta get the 808 in key. Just an interesting combination of instruments going on. I'm sorry, I don't have Disney Plus, man. I can't help you. I like how much power the drums have and the overall bounce. I think there's some things in the melody that I would redo just to get everything a little bit more cohesive sounding and more on key, especially with the 808. But I feel like you're going somewhere with the drums. Thank you for sending, though. There's got to be someone in the chat who has Disney Plus, but unfortunately it's not me. Create a GoFundMe. Why don't you create the GoFundMe? Interesting. I'll let it slide though. Main question is, why is this in mono and at -3 decibels? Yeah, it would be a lot better if we could hear it in stereo. What's a good way to advertise your beats as a beginner? Well, if you are a beginner producer, you probably don't want to be advertising your beats in the first place. You want to get nice at it first, because people don't want to buy a beginner beat. You know what I mean? You got to work on the skills first for a little bit so you can get to a point where people want to pay for it.
This is a dangerous group that we're dealing with. That is a nightmare.
That's some crazy shit.
808 violation. You're going to jail. Time to take him away, boys.
Such a menacing way to say, you're going to jail. Damn. It's like that. This one's in key. You're gonna send. You could skip too if you want. Yeah. Ask. Didn't I just see asking? You're asking what the queue is looking like, bro. Aren't you the one that sent that like out of key beat and got roasted by everyone? Isn't that you? Wow. An interesting vibe, kind of like a movie score kind of string vibe, but the 808 stayed in key the whole time. Shout out to you. There's always room for a lot more in the prison.
I can't imagine.
The number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
Dude, I'm gonna crash the
808 violation. You're going to jail. Time to take him away, boys.
Ask, that's about to be you. No, we never forgot. We never will.
Papa the One.
Has like a little bit of a Bowser's Castle kind of vibe to it. You're pulling up BPM and key finding websites and auto key plugin. But have you guys ever considered, hear me out, just using your ears? Bowser's Castle. I think the hi-hats are pretty interesting. Alright, who sent me a FLAC and why? Man. What the yo? We can't be serious. Wave file. I'm telling you, there always gets to be a point in the stream where everything just goes wrong. It's been that point in the stream. Can you still send some? Yes. If you want a guaranteed play in the stream, it's time to skip the line last minute. I'm gonna be on for like 10 or 15 more minutes. So if you want to be guaranteed a play, Now is the call for any last minute line skips. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going through the list. This is a very interesting and cool use of drums and perks. But the thing about it is, in the post, I said send one MP3. Melody gets a little bit repetitive after some time, but the drum bounce is nice. If you still at this point don't know where to send the beats to, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I'm trying to let me talk to him, yeah. Okay. You know you do me bad now one too many times. I don't mind, I can't refocus, baby. You've been on my mind. Tell me once, 2 times, baby, tell me twice. Have I? We've been on some different type of time. But it's alright, cause you know I don't wanna run from shit I've tried to fix for so long.
I like the more normal, the more normal version a little bit more, because I feel like this was what slowed down, pitched down, but I like where it's at right here.
I can't escape it no more. Yeah. We on the same shit, running from the same shit, baby. Yeah. I'm trying to change this back to the way it was.
That was cool. Wish it was a full song though. Very cool vocal work. Okay. Musical melody. That Super Mario death. I feel like if we took the lead synths out, it would be a really nice beat. I think it makes it a little bit too, like, I don't even know what the word is, but I feel like the beat underneath the synths would be pretty cool. That, like, guys, you're not going to send me a WAV file and then change the last 3 letters to MP3 and think I'm not going to notice. Oh, man. I got a few of those today. Just straight up WAV files that say MP3. Okay. That one, you don't want to fall into the trap of just repeating the same melody over and over and over, because I could see what that was pretty early. Melody sounds cool, but the drums are beyond buried under everything. Get that high end back up. Get the drums back present in the mix, because they just sound like they're like underwater and all types of stuff. Get the bell in key and have the 808 follow the chords, please. Vocals should be stereo for sure. It sounds like it's right down the middle though. Probably go for a less clicky, like hi-hat sound. Kick is nice. Yeah, definitely try to get that vocal. I would put like a chorus on it or something, just so it's more panned out instead of straight down the middle. That is a great joke. Chord that goes in the keyboard. Will I get through every single beat today? Probably not. Definitely not. We got through a lot today though. Let's see. This is cool. I would definitely cut the intro in half. Basically take half of that, take half of that. Go like that, go like that, go like that. Well, not that, more like this. And there you go. Instead of waiting 36 seconds to get to this drums. That's fire. That's a cool little switch up of drum textures. I like that a lot. Ask, you've also used the out of key 808 before, but here we are. Should I post once or every 2 days because of AI detection thing? I don't know what that is. Cool until the lead came in. Very interesting. I like the drums a lot. Lead, I would definitely take out. Did you just say we're missing low end? Yeah, it's very different, but I like it, especially the drums. Do I have Lil Durk? Does anyone have Lil Durk pain beats? Yes. Earlier, years ago on the channel, I got a good amount of those. I would like to ask to rate my beat. What is your email? I can try to guess. What does that say? D3N2. I definitely don't have anyone in my email with that name. So if you could let me know in the chat which email you are so I can find you and play your beat, that would be great. Or let me know what the title of the beat is. That would be very helpful. Thank you. Valid skip. That's Hungarian. Interesting. We got a lot of alright. We do kind of lose the plot when we try to do 16 different sections. This first part was solid though. I think keep building with that instead of trying to do completely like different parts. Useless but sounds okay. That's what the hell? Violin beat. Violin beat. Here it is. That was an easy find. Thank you for sending and skipping the line. I'm afraid we're gonna have to
808 violation. You're going to jail. Time to take him away, boys.
I am deeply sorry about that. Melody is tough, but the 808 is like one out of key. It's also like kind of stereo sounding, and also like I don't know. I don't know if there's a side chain or something going on. Dude. Definitely room for I'm not even gonna, never mind. I don't know why I'm entertaining it. Yes, sidechain. I would take the sidechain off. Let the 808 just hit how it needs to, without the sidechain or compression or limiting or anything that's holding it back. I'll put it in mono, and I'd also make sure that it's in key. Outside of the 808, I think the overall melody is cool. Try to make a section with no strings. He said there's no room. He said on the last beat there was no low end. He said he didn't know how to find the email. Like, yeah. Once you fix the 808, try not to have the strings playing the entire time because it will get repetitive. Solid beat though. I hear purity.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
Even drums are nice. I'll probably change the sound selection so it's not the first stock sound that loads up in purity. I like that 808. Just be saying anything. Exactly. Yeah, that slide. Wow. That was very cool. I think the only thing I would change is that piano repetitive melody. I like the octave switch. I would just use a different sound. This might be the 70th time I've heard this melody. We use some gate. Where would we put the gate? I like that bass. That bass sounds super smooth. Any search words to find: Lil Durk pain beat, Rod Wave pain beat. Also, they're not outdated. Their sound hasn't really changed in the past 4 years, so you will be fine. Sir, I believe you just sent me like $4. Like there's some sort of gate or something on that synth. McClurb. Whatever that wow 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 sound that like rises up, but it's like super smooth. One of my favorite sounds of all time. Alright, I'm gonna do like 3 more. Bro, you still has not sent $10. Oh man, I don't know why. I don't know. I'm done. I like what the 808 is doing on this one. I am scared that... Oh, okay. I'm glad we get some variation. Yeah, I'm glad that with this one, the melody isn't as repetitive and we switch it up with octave stuff and different instruments getting involved. I would say, now that you have the hang of that, switch up the 808 too. Do octave jumps and all that stuff without repeating the same pattern over and over. Will definitely help you make the beat more interesting. Okay. Did you send me $10? No, but whatever. I don't even know what people just send in the super chat without saying who they are. Cole. Do I have a Cole on my email? Yes, and it's a WAV file. Wonderful. Leo, I don't know what your email is. I will look in a second, but might need you to give me some more information than that.
Cole, where the keys at?
I will 808 12-8, but I already, like, we know what's gonna happen. I don't even know what the root note is at this. I don't even know if there's a melody. I'm gonna let it go. Many mixed feelings, right? I think the drums hit hard, aside from questioning the keys and whatnot. It would definitely be awesome with the right rapper. Throw him in jail just because. Section like this you should bring in a little bit earlier, because we kind of have the same drum bounce this whole time, and then we finally get a switch up here. I think you should structure it like hook and verse, like a structured style, instead of just all of this and then this little part and then back to it. Leo, how did we ever figure out how much it went from? Like, what was it, like $4 and $4? All right, whatever. I'm just trying to figure out who Leo is, though. This is Stutto. Leo, are you in the building? Can you hear me? rim shot. Just pulled up in the chat to say this sucks. I would love like a vocal, like with a nice filter on it, just soften it up with some reverb. Or some sort of melody or something. I like the pads, but after a while it's just... However, I think you did say you made this in 15 minutes or something, so... Some sort of melody or vocal would be nice. The drums were well done. I like the perks and all the small stuff. Leo _ RSA. What beat did you send? And tell me in like the next 3 minutes so I can find it. Thank you. Are we gonna hit the root note with the 808? It has all. What the? That might have been the last thing I would have expected to happen. What I was about to say is has all the energy, but where's the bomb? It's like you could start the 808 pattern up high like that, but at some point drop it to that root note. Be so much more satisfying. What app do you use to send the beat? Telegram is the app that I use. Mail is International Records. Alright, I found it. Lazy beat you made midstream. Well, thank you for sending. This is Leo. The 808 and the bass are both in key and they're not overlapping, so you're not going to jail. The melody might be a little bit odd. Like that part sounds cool with the drums just to wrap up the bar. Like I like how it's creative. It has cool details like that, but the melody I think should be something else. Thank you, Leo, for sending. Well, the only way that you're gonna get the Telegram is if you get the drum kit. Wait, so why do you want the Telegram first of all? Are you trying to get a beat played in the stream? Southside 3? And you think I'm gonna play your beat after you said I have a shitty drum kit? Are you stupid or are you stupid? Yes, you are stupid? What's going on with that one? I'm gonna play one more randomly. That's a WAV file. 5432. All right. Hopefully it's good. Yeah, who sent 20 cents? What are we doing? Okay. I'm not mad at that Pan 808. That's smooth. Not a bad way to end it. Shout out to everyone who pulled up the live stream. Shout out to all the people who are lacking emotional intelligence, looking for a Telegram account that doesn't exist. Shout out to all the people who sent properly to the email. Appreciate it. We do this every Tuesday at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern here on the YouTube channel. I always post that I'm going live the day before, so once you see that post, that's when it's time to send, so you can get on the line as early as possible. Thank you all for tuning in. Oh man, this person really makes me have no faith in humanity, but I'm gonna get out of here. Shout out to you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.